Hopefully the chat feature is working on this one. It's really upsetting, frustrating when I want to chat with people and my chat feature isn't working. That makes me angry. And when I get angry, Mr. Bigglesworth gets upset. And when Mr. Bigglesworth gets upset, people die. All I can do is use my fart gun, because I know that's what happened. I was, because I saw the number 1 appear, and a like was left, and there was no chatting going on. So here I sit. I guess that light is hitting my face. Hold on, let me see if I hit the right. There we go. We have somebody joining, it looks like. I think I have all of the haven't been on your lives recently. I just wanted to drop by and say hi. Well, thank you for doing that. Sorry I'm such a slow reader. Thank you for saying hi. Some people are trying to say hi, I guess, on another chat, but the chat feature was down. I would see people appear, and then it would just, and please do leave a like if you like this stream. So you're a newer one. I've been getting some newbies. I've been really making up for lost time with my subscribers. There have been some more new subscribers today. So I'm trying to make sure that well, thank you. Thank you very much for the like. I know I was getting likes on the last one. A couple of minutes ago I had a stream going, and I think the chat was down, or people just weren't chatting. I even broke out my flute music. My flute and my harmonica. Happy trails to you. Slay Queen. What is that? Slay Queen. Is that like something funny? Like, ah ha ha, you slay me. You slay me. I got my fart gun. I think that's, people are teaching me slang. I've learned Gat, and I've learned Riz, and then there's Sigma. I haven't learned Sigma yet. I guess I'm being educated on slang. Hopefully you'll like this stream. It's kind of new to some people. It's just a Q&A forum with music and fart guns, or a fart gun, a battery-powered fart machine. What else? I got my jaw harp. Just something to bring to the table to cause laughter. This is a show that uplifts. It's for all ages. Occasionally I do have a adults only, for the adults only people, the people who are only adults, because I talk about things that adults can handle. Now that I know the chat feature is working, I don't have to be so concerned. Please do leave likes if you do like this stream. It's just me in front of a wall until it gets warmer outside. Then I take it outside. Let's take this outside. I have more of a nature setting. In here, it's kind of, the walls are an acoustic. My voice bounces off the walls, and it probably sounds better in here. And I sometimes wear hats that I get compliments on. And check out my shorts. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. A slay queen. Okay. Positives. Okay. A celebrated woman. Let me see what that other one was. I don't read very fast. Not only used for a woman. Okay. See, that is a form of a slang. Some kind of a terminology. So I guess this is for giggles. Giggles and jollies. We get our jollies this way. Having interactions. Try to have maybe yo mama jokes. Sometimes I like to hear yo mama jokes. Or any kind of joke. The Johnny jokes. I think they're the Johnny jokes or Sammy jokes. All my jokes, I like to put them on my shorts. All the jokes I know and think up. Or sometimes you just like to say crazy stuff. So who's with me right now? I see a 1 up there, which means there's probably 2 people. Why did the chicken cross the road? That's a good opener. Why did that chicken cross the road? Because he saw a mugger. He saw a mugger and wanted to get away. Or a potential mugger. Or because he saw Colonel Sanders. To get to Ed's house. He might... Well, chickens make good company. Knock, knock. Who's there? Knock, knock jokes can be pretty funny. I like the one, knock, knock, who's there? Orange. Orange who? Orange, you glad I didn't say banana? Orange, you glad I didn't say banana? I'm waiting on that knock, knock joke. This is a show that uplifts. It uplifts. So if you feel like you need to be uplifted, come here to Eddie's Fun House. I call it Eddie's Fun House. We raise the level of excitement. Ah, the chicken. Is it a robot chicken? You ever watch Robot Chicken? You ever watch Dawn of the Dead? There was a show back in the 70s called Dawn of the Dead. And at the end of the movie, when the zombies take over the mall, they play that tune. And I think that's where he got that tune. I think at the end of each Robot Chicken, they play that. That was a scary movie, Dawn of the Dead. It was a sequel to Night of the Living Dead. George A. Romero. They have zombie walks. Have you ever seen those? Just do a search for zombie walk. Everybody dresses as zombies and just goes down the boulevard. I guess they close the street. and it looks like the whole town is taken over by zombies. I think he's a very big, Seth Green does Robot Chicken. He was with Dr. Evil. He was Dr. Evil's son. Scotty. My birthday is in June. I'm a June baby. I was born in June. So yeah, my birthday was last summer, or this last summer. Then I'll be a little older next summer. I'm going to try to do an anniversary show this April, because last April was when I started doing all this. It'll be my year landmarking. A landmark. If I can get enough people watching my stream, I'll be able to put out messages. Tell some more jokes. Because today I was making up for lost time. It seems like the last few days I wasn't getting any subscribers. And today I got a whole bunch of them. A whole bunch! I'm a Chad. At least I hope I'm not a Chud. Have you ever heard that? You ever watch Clerks? They talked about somebody being a Chud. Or Clerks 2. Look at you, you're a Chud and you got women fighting over you. Chud stands for Cannibalistic Humanoid Underground Dweller. There was a show back in the 80s. It was a horror show called Chud. It was about these creatures that lived underground or in the sewers. It was that acronym, yeah. Cannibalistic Humanoid Underground Dweller. My brother laughed when I used that terminology. Another one was ass over tea kettle. When somebody falls, they said, you're about to go ass over tea kettle. So he laughed at that. I was surprised he hadn't heard that terminology. It sounds funny, ass over tea kettle. Or I used to have a book called Why Do We Say That? It's a funny story like the real McCoy. It goes back to a guy who was irritating somebody at a bar, and he was a boxer, and the boxer's name was McCoy, something McCoy, and the boxer got irritated and knocked the guy out, and he goes, yeah, that was a real McCoy. I've always wanted to know 3 shakes of a cat's tail, or there's a lot of other ones like hands down. Hands down was like a racing term, horse racing, because if a race was easy, they would grab the saddle with their hands down, because normally they would grab the saddle underneath for if it was going to be a rough ride or a good ride. So that's where they got hands down from. I wish I could remember more of those. They were pretty fascinating. Saved by the Bell. You probably heard about that. In the days of cholera, when they buried people. See, cholera, one of the symptoms of cholera was to appear to be dead. So they would bury people prematurely because they thought they were dead. And what they would do is they'd tie a bell to their body, and when they came to, they would it would ring the bell. They called it Saved by the Bell. So, I'm trying to think of some other ones. It's weird what we use. The dark terminology, or the dark origins. Ring around the rosies. You've heard about that, yeah. Cholera got to San Francisco, I heard. It is scary to be buried alive. Like in Kill Bill, I think it was Kill Bill 2, when that Uma Thurman got buried, and then she punched her way out of the grave. You have to suspend disbelief. They tried that out on the Mythbusters one time. They buried, just the weight of the soil was enough to crush the casket. I guess the casket was made out of plexiglass or something. when they started to bury the casket collapsed under the weight of the earth. So it's like, no, I don't think you'd be able to dig your way out. I guess they wanted to, some cultures, okay, I hope I didn't talk too much. Got it back. Okay, studying, that's smart. Studying so that you may remember, so that you can do well on a test. So I take it your college age. I get some college age. Okay, yeah, I might. I'll do this for about an hour maybe. Well, that's good. You too. You've got your priorities right. Get back to studying. And then I like hearing good test scores. There was a group of guys who were W. Have a good day, W. I guess that's another thing I got to learn. I'm learning from all you youngsters. I was born in 1968. So I got to catch up. That and fart noises. So how's everybody doing? I'm glad you could join. I'm using my radio voice while we still have sunlight. And then I'll have to reach over and turn on the light in here. It's getting kind of dark. Oh, winter! Like Charlie Sheen. I'll let you know what goes next week. Okay. Cool. I like repeat visitors. Lets me know I'm doing something right. All I need now are customers. Once I get customers, be sure to check out any one of my links in the description. That'll sure help me out a lot. I can keep this show going. I guess most shows work like that. They always say, and now a message from our sponsor. You know. So I'm looking out the window. That's why I keep darting over. I like how the sun is changing positions out there. Because I'm in a room with one window, and sometimes I get distracted by what's out there. I'm not able to see any wildlife out there. I just see trees. But so I look like I'm being interrogated. My eyes dart out the window. Thank you for the like. If you like, you may leave a like. So I went from 2 to 0. Maybe I'll get some people coming back. I do like it. I still do these even though I'm not always chatting. I can still talk into the camera. Let me see how much battery power. Oh, I still have full battery power. I've been trying to plug this into the wall, but I've noticed this wall charger doesn't charge up the phone as well as my juice pack, my nano juice. I like my nano juice. It's fully charged. I might use that. I just like endless power. That's what I like. I guess I can stop doing that. I want to start doing some giveaways. That's what I'd like to do. What I notice is I can leave, if someone donates, I can email them. I can email the person who donated. That way I could randomly select people to give a thank you, give it some kind of a gift. What you can do is email me an address where I can send the item. Because what I have here is, I bought these on eBay. I bought them in bulk. They're the Lord of the Rings. It's Lord of the Rings ring, size 12. So if your finger isn't a size 12, you can at least put it on a chain like Bilbo Baggins. That's what I was thinking of doing. If anybody donates, I can randomly select a person, because I only have about 9 of them. I think I have 9 rings. So what I can do is randomly select a person and give me an address where I can send it. And that way I can keep the donations coming in. Because the donations will really help this channel and help me, help my family. Because we seem to be having financial hardships. Because my brothers and I feel like what it is my brothers are trying to help me, and it makes it difficult for them because they're having to come up with money, and they're kind of right there on the lunatic fringe. And so what I want to do is give back, and I'm doing it instead of begging. I have these streams. I have these links. You can, in the description, you can click on any of the links and take advantage of the offers. It'll help me out a lot. It'll help my family out a lot. It'll keep this channel going, and it'll be much appreciated. And I'll be independent. You know, I'll be somebody who has their independence once again, because I was independent for a long time, and lately it's this change to my physical abilities. You know, I'm not fully able to work like I was because of the operation that I had on my heart. Also, my energy levels are kind of low now because of just all that stuff. It starts a chain reaction. You know, when your heart doesn't work as well anymore, you're less than 50%. You know, so that's why I'm trying to switch to a different kind of work. You know, my different kind of work is this. You know, telling jokes online, getting people to come to my stream, and entertaining them by way of my stream, and getting to know. We could tell jokes to each other. You know, if you can watch my jokes in my shorts section and my videos. I made a couple of videos, or quite a few videos, but more shorts. I have more shorts than anything else, and the streams. I have lots of streams. So check out some of my other streams, my previously recorded streams. So I'm glad that my chat feature is up and running. I'm glad one person could actually join. I think I like to show off my different toys. This one is my Fair Baron and Sykes. It's my British Commando knife, or Commando dagger. British Commando dagger. It is a trench knife made to penetrate a trench coat, and it's one of the things I like to fidget with and have in my collection and show off. And it's my show and tell. It's very historic. It is a replica. Sounds like a Hebrew word, replica. It's from Pakistan. It's a Pakistan. You can see Pakistan here. Of course, I don't need to stick in your face, but yeah, it's one of my prized possessions. So I sit here with this and sit here with other things. I think I probably already talked about the strike pin. It's a tactical pen for self-defense. Please do check it out. The link in the description is there. The pin is free, you just pay shipping. Well, pin is free. You pay shipping. And I noticed with each pin you buy, they reduce the cost of shipping. So if you want to buy more than one pin for you and your significant other, for you and one of your kids, or one of your children, you know, you can do that and you won't have to pay as much in shipping. And it'll help me out a lot. So do me a favor and look into it, because it's kind of neat. I like having mine right here, you know, just in case, just to show it off. My stabbing weapon that gets you out of chokeholds. You could probably look at some tutorials that will show you how to use the tactical pen. The one you'll be getting has a window breaker. Sometimes people need to break a window to get somebody out of a wrecked car, or to get themselves out of a wrecked car. So it's a dual purpose pin. And you can buy refills. I have refills for this, which is kind of nice. It comes apart and you can unscrew it. And I got my refills on eBay. You can look around on eBay for the little reservoir, a big reservoir. I store my pins upside down, or try to. Because if you store it upside down, then the ink doesn't run dry, or it doesn't get dry. So what's interesting is this is not the writing part. This is the writing part. So when you stick it down in your shirt or in your pocket, you know, you're storing it upside down. So this is right side up. So store it upside down to be right side up, and it will keep the ink from drying out. And the reservoir in this is pretty good, so you'll have a lot of writing time with this. And there's also, if I can find the link, there's one that has a light in it. So, or the other end is a light, a strobe light, a regular flashlight. I wonder if they sell them anymore. So, yeah. I'm looking out the window and I'm noticing there is a tree leaning. There is a big pine tree that's leaning. When they lean, they always lean towards a building. They had to cut a tree that was near our building because it was leaning. It was leaning towards the building. They always seem to do that. I don't know why. But the trees around here, they start to lean. And when they do, they lean towards a building. Luckily, they cut the tree down before it crushed our building. You've seen videos, haven't you? Videos of people cutting down a tree and then it crushes somebody's house, or tears off somebody's porch or garage. That's always scary. I don't think insurance covers that. I don't know. I'll have to call insurance companies and say, do you cover a tree falling on your house? I know there was one house I saw near the park I go to, White Oak Park. I went towards there, I went around that area, and there was a huge storm, a huge rain storm, and this a branch fell in and hit part of the roof, you know, the eave, and knocked away part of the roof. And then I came back a couple of days later, and maybe a week or a month later, and they had repaired the damage. So I guess insurance does cover act of God, you know, bad weather. So I'm really liking this position because the wall there is reflecting light. All this that you're seeing is natural light. So you got the light is, the sun is setting there in the west, and it's shining in through the window, and the light is bouncing off that wall and hitting me. Because the way I was yesterday, it was like I was sitting in the dark. So, not to get too descriptive. So, if you're liking this, leave a like. And the chat feature is working, so if you want to say hello, I really like the hellos and where you're from, because I like to brag about who I'm talking to and where they're from. Somebody was from Chicago a while back. Somebody was, I guess, from Scotland. So we're 30 minutes in. I have one like, and this is, I guess, a stream slash advertisement. So maybe that guy who was just talking with me, what's his, Cat, C-A-I-T, he said, I'll tell you know how, I'll let you know how it goes next week. Okay, so he's going to tell me how he did on the test after all the studying he's done. Some people benefit from studying. Some people benefit just attending the courses and remembering everything. It's amazing what we write down, our notes that we take. When we write down our notes, in our notes, we can remember, recall easier with the notes. Sometimes teachers will let you use your notes during the test, which you're going to have to do anyway, because once you go back over your course a few years from now, you will probably be looking at those notes to remember what was given during the course. And hopefully there's not a lot of doodling. Some people doodle. That one genius, that kid genius, what was he, Logan, Max Logan, I think it's how his name is pronounced, Max Logan. He's probably 17 years old, because I think he was 13 years old back when they were interviewing him. But some of his what do they call those? Diagrams? They look like doodling. They look a lot like doodling. When he was talking about alternate universes and the Mandela effect is real and all that, and he was doing what do they call those? He was not narrating, I guess, what do they call that? There's something when you write in a book, not narration. Narration is when you talk it through. I'll remember it later. I don't remember what they call that. They use anyway, my mind's going blank. I can't remember how. What do you say? What do you say when you draw? When you narrate, you talk. When you draw something, when you draw a picture of, illustrate. That's what it is. Illustrations. Wow, I'm not as bad as I thought. I thought I'd completely forget illustrations. People illustrate, and this kid, when he would illustrate his idea of alternate universes, of the Mandela effect, it looked like he was doodling. So maybe there's a lot of signs that someone is very intelligent. They say intelligent people talk to themselves. Intelligent people spend a lot of time alone. They're single most of their life. I think what I'll do is I'll get that video, I'll pull it up. If I can remember to do that, there is a video I was watching, signs that you're intelligent. Signs that you are highly intelligent. You're always researching things. Always curious. That's another sign of intelligence. Always researching, always curious. I guess you get bored easily if you're intelligent. But sometimes it's like, it doesn't take long to explain something to an intelligent person. John Cleese from Monty Python, he was saying intelligent people think figuratively, and not quite so intelligent people, they think literally. So if you think figuratively, you probably get sarcasm. You probably, because if you're intelligent, you probably get sarcasm. If you're intelligent, and if you think figuratively, you know, because a lot of times sarcasm is figurative. So if you think figuratively, that means you're intelligent. If you think literally, like the the cow jumped over the moon or something like that, that's a euphemism. You know, that's figuratively, a cow jumped over the moon. But if you think a cow actually jumped over the moon, you're probably not very not very intelligent. So trying to think of other things, other signs that you're intelligent. What are some signs of an intelligent person? You know, doesn't get hurt a lot, doesn't get himself into trouble a lot, because they forethink. You know, they think things through. They think analytically. You know, people who don't get hurt a lot, they probably are intelligent. Because you see people who do get hurt, they do dumb things. They risk, they take bigger risks. They you know, they do things that can potentially injure themselves, and then they do injure themselves. So these are things we could talk about. Hopefully I'll be able to draw people to these streams. I've been handing out my business cards. I have some cute little business cards that tomorrow is Sunday, so I can't go to the coffee shop tomorrow. I like going to the coffee shop, and I like putting up my little sign that says, Challengers Wanted. I want to see if my brother can help me make a sign, because he crumpled up I made some signs out of paper. I took some typing paper and I folded it up to where it would freestand, kind of like what you see on tables that tell you where you're supposed to sit. And I put Challengers Wanted, and it worked. You know, some people would come up to me, total strangers, would come up and play tic-tac-toe with me, or play checkers or chess, you know. And what I do with tic-tac-toe is, if whoever wins gets a Skittle, I have this carton, this Tupperware container full of Skittles, and so if somebody wins, they get a Skittle. And I have these little cups, little Dixie cups, like mouthwash cups, and I give them a cup, and I take a cup, and when somebody wins, they get a Skittle. And so I think I've had kids play me, I've had adults play me, and and play a game. Shall we play a game? What movie is that from? Shall we play a game? If you grew up in the 80s like I did, you'll know. All I can say is Matthew Broderick was in it. Matthew Broderick. Ali Sheedy, I think she was his co-star. Or maybe Matthew Broderick was her co-star. And the movie was, that was a phrase, or not a phrase, it was a line in the movie. Shall we play a game? Another, if you grew up in the 80s, you remember Poltergeist. That was a pretty, Karate Kid. Karate Kid was a popular movie in the 80s. What was another one? I remember RoboCop. RoboCop was pretty popular. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. I will notify a rape crisis center. It's so nice to just look out the window. The window to me symbolizes freedom. You know, looking out there, because it reminds me when I'm at the park, when I'm at White Oak Park. There are lots of trees there. There's wildlife, squirrels and Canadian geese and ducks, and the occasional eagle. I've seen some golden eagles. I'm pretty sure they are. I've also seen some vultures. I see a lot more vultures than I do eagles. A lot more vultures than eagles. But they always fly in twos, I've noticed. I always see two golden eagles flying overhead. And they always seem to go away right before I get my binoculars out. I need to carry my binoculars around my neck or in my hand. So when I do see a golden eagle, I should invite my mother in here, even if she doesn't want to be on camera, because it seems like she's kind of lonely out there. She sits and plays on her pad. She has an iPad. She does paint by numbers, or color by numbers, and puzzles and such. And she's watching TV. I'll have to ask her, do you feel lonely out there? Would you like to be part of the excitement and fun? Let me know in the comments if I do too much instrumenting, because I think that puts people off, because they would rather be talking. If you'd rather be talking, asking or exchanging ideas and questions, then maybe I won't play quite so much jaw harp or cowbell. I don't have a cowbell, but I do have a hotel bell. I have my hotel bell, ring for service kind of bell. You can head off to the neighborhood of make-believe. This is what I do to pass the time. I think people are popping in randomly. I've noticed that. I'll see a 1, and then I'll see a 0, and then I'll see a 1 again, like binary code, 1s and 0s. And I've been at this for 42 minutes so far. So please leave a like. It makes me feel so happy. Even if you don't chat, you can leave a like. Because how can you not like this stream? How can you not like it? Don't answer that question. Oh, thank you. How you doing? Oh, there's another raccoon. There's another guy. How? No, you're good to go, or something like that. Let me see if I can. You go, D, or you go. There you go. Okay. I don't read as fast as I should. I should be able to read very fast. I think part of it is that delay, I realize I have to read something, and then my brain starts processing what I'm reading. So let me know if you want to talk more, or if you want to hear more jaw harp. I don't want to be off-putting. I don't want to drive people away. So you look like a newer visitor to the stream. Right now it's just me. In the future, maybe I'll have more people, people as guests. I would like to have some guests. Are you having fun? I certainly am. This is all I am. I saw your latest short. Got now. I love you love my musical instrument, this boing-yoing, my jaw harp. This is an ancient instrument. It's kind of known all over the world. All over the world, the jaw harp is played, but in different ways. I'm doing this randomly, just making some random noise. Oh, it's called a jaw harp. I got mine on eBay. eBay and Amazon are good sources of fun things. I got most of my cool stuff off of eBay. You can also sell things on eBay. I've sold a few things. I like how you can put them up for auction. People can outbid each other. Biddy, 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 biddy. I might try to do that on this stream. I want to get some items that I can put up for auction. I have a little rock that I found. I call it an ET rock. It looks like a little extraterrestrial. Or it looks like the head of an extraterrestrial. I won't. I want to keep this. My last one broke. This one seemed to be holding up better. Maybe it's better. It's made better. I hope I never have to buy another one. This is not a lot of people have one of these. They don't know about it. They hear it from time to time. Some movies I've noticed that they play a jaw harp. Also, there's an Aerosmith song that has the jaw harp playing. That'll get you dancing. Yeehaw! Makes it sound like a hillbilly hoedown. Oh, looks like I got 3 people. Welcome, welcome. Oh, we went back to 2. So I'm chatting with one and another one's listening. We got a total of 2 likes. I had to really stick to it today. This is my 3rd stream today. I guess this is my new my new way of happiness, way of being happy, is to just turn on my stream, play a couple of instruments, use my fart gun. Fart gun and bells. Bells and fart guns. I guess people are discovering that this is live. Sometimes they'll just, I see them pop in and they go, oh wow, that's a live video. That's a live stream. Oh wow, the 3rd one already? Yeah, this is 3rd one. This is stream number 3. The first one I did for adults only, and I started getting kids. So I thought I'll stop the one that I'm doing for adults and then start one for everybody. So that way I can have everybody join. And then the chat feature wasn't working. I noticed people were popping in, but they couldn't chat with me. This is the right website for what? For adult? Having an adult version? Adult just means over 18. So this is YouTube. You can age restrict, I've noticed. You can age restrict, like if you want only people over 18 to be, to watch your show. You're just kidding. You're trying to mess with me. Just mess with my head. don't mess with my head. Get in there and say, uh-oh, what are you doing exactly? I'm going to try something here. I always like to try something. I want to see, I notice if I use my battery, the phone is charged up. The phone gets charged by the end of the stream. I was trying to get away from the battery. We'll see how this works. I'll pop in the battery, see how long I could run. There we go. All right, we got the battery hooked up. I notice when I use the USB wire that's plugged into the wall, it doesn't charge the phone up very well. It always stays like halfway charged. So that's what experimenters do. So how are we doing so far? Are we doing good? I'm trying to, this is the third stream of the day. Usually I only do about one stream, but I guess today I'm full of energy. I want to do more of these because I get to meet new people. They get to tell me where they're from. They get to tell me what the weather is like. Just about every day, yeah. When I get to where I feel like I want to talk some more, dedication. That's right. This is kind of my job now. I'm making it my job. I want to make a career out of content. Some people are full-time content creators. So that's what I want to try to do. Just tell jokes and tell people what I'm up to. I made a short telling people about all the videos that people haven't seen. There are a lot of videos people haven't seen. So they're hardly getting any views. Some of them are my best work. And I go, wow, why are you watching that video? You should be watching all the good stuff. So I guess I just get excited, you know. I've always wanted to entertain. I've listened to a lot of radio shows, podcasts, and I say, hey, I could totally do that. I could entertain people for a couple hours. Oh, the one where I go, no one sees the RZA. One time it stuck. There was some, I was doing a stream. They called me the Rizzer of Oz. Because it was like derived from Riz. He goes, yeah, there's Ed. He's the Riz. He has Riz. He's the Rizzer. He's the Rizzer of Oz. And then I put, you did? Yeah. No one sees the RZA. Not no one, not no how. And there was one, keep your pimp hand strong. When life's got you down, keep your chin up and keep your pimp hand strong. I just like to say strange stuff like that, just to get reactions. I'm kind of reactional. That's what Tom Green did. He did mostly reactional comedy. When he was in Ottawa, he would put meat on his head and dress up like a girl and say, "It's time to clean the city." That was in the 90s. Tom Green is my age. He's like in his 50s. He's a 50s aged guy. He lives on a ranch now. He bought some land, I guess. And him and Phil Giroux. I wonder what happened to Glenn Huplick. Glenn Huplick was one of his co-stars. He was the one that always get doused with milk. He was showing that in Canada they sell milk in bags. Here they do it in jugs. Here in the U.S. That poor guy was soaked with milk a lot. He would just take a pair of scissors and poke the bag and start spraying them with the milk. And He did a lot of really, yeah, reactional type comedy. In my movie playlist, if you go into the description, my movie playlist has Stealing Harvard and Freddie Got Fingered, Bob the Butler. I might bring him to the top of the list. That way you can see him right away. You have to scroll down quite a bit. Strange Brew is another one. Those are all like made in Canada or made by Canadians. Rick Moranis, he was in Strange Brew. I'm pretty sure Canadians know that. They know about those. What I liked was a lot of them are like I've been talking about this tactical pen. It's a it's a self-defense weapon, and one of them is See Your Soulmate. There's a guy who can draw your soulmate, and Kingdom of Pets website. Those are websites that I'm promoting right now, so that because I get paid so much, like a commission. So yeah, if you're looking at the description, there's also one, Get You Some Views. Any pen is it? Yeah. Oh yeah. It can. They say that in the Marine Corps, when my brother was getting trained in the Marine Corps, they told him anything is a weapon. But these are made of metal. See, if you use like a big big pins are usually plastic, or ballpoint pins. They usually have a plastic body. A free product? What? Oh. Well, it's what it is I think they offer other products, so that's why it's kind of a promotion. I've noticed when they have the free product, you can select other products, and that's how they get you. But it's like you just pay the shipping. That's the only money involved. So there's some other links on there. Like I said, Kingdom of Pets website. It's about training your dog, and caring for. Yeah, did you see it? Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. That's why I have one. I have my tactical pen. Sometimes you're in a situation, you go, wow, I wish I had a weapon. And it's like, there you go. You got your tactical pen. Or the other one I'm curious about is the one, See Your Soulmate. This guy has an ability, I guess. People have used him all over the world. And he can see a vision of your soulmate and draw it for you. There's another one, Get You Some Views. You pay $20 and you give them your link, and they promote your link for you. And so we have somebody in the next room. So anyway, that's my promotional stuff. It's all there in the description. And then so have fun. Let me know what you think. I'm so excited to see what my customers say about the fun links I have. So what else can we talk about? The sun is in the right position. I like how the wall reflects the natural light. I don't have to have a light in my face. Those heating lamps can be quite warm. I notice a lot of YouTubers do that. They buy those, that artificial light. They're like fluorescent lights. And they'll have all that extra equipment. So who's here. We got 3 people. I hope I'm entertaining. I'll have to turn on the light. It's starting to get dark in here. The sun is starting to go down. I am going back to my YouTube short scrolling adventure. Good luck to your stream. Thank you. I will keep it up. Maybe you'll stop by again. So yeah, some of them are, yeah, my best work is not being seen. Because it's all about those algorithms. It's all about, uh, they put some of the stream or the shorts, they put them in circulation for a while, and I noticed they pull them off. So people aren't able to see them again. So I'll be right back. There we go. Wow. There. Now it's a little less dark. Wasn't that in Scream? The movie Scream? Never say, I'll be right back. That guy is in Five Nights at Freddy's. That guy, man, I can't remember his name now. He played Scooby-Doo. He was in Scream. I saw a guy at Walmart that looked just like him. I wonder if it was him. I'll remember his name. So we're kind of dark. We're kind of in a dark. So we went down to one person. There we go. Got more. I guess that's okay. Kind of like I'm being interrogated. I thought putting the light over my head would help. So we're working with what we got. It's very, very cold outside. Normally I do this outside until the sun goes down. But in here I want to be away from the 20-degree weather. 20 degrees Fahrenheit. And so let me see if we can, there we go. I'm not so far away. There is some light, so I'm not in the shadows. Thank you for your likes. So am I chatting with someone today, or am I just entertaining? There. Thank you for the luck. I'm going to need the luck for my stream. I hope this is entertaining. I'd like it to be something fun. So, I guess I could play some harmonica. I think we could play some sad cowboy music. It's amazing how that does change the sound. When you do this, the flipper trick. What's cool about this is you can share it with someone. If you like this stream and you want to share it along with all the links that are in the description. It's like a mobile party. Who hasn't seen Blazing Saddles? Probably a lot of people. That's probably before this generation. Blazing Saddles. There was a scene where all the cowboys had eaten beans. They were all around the campfire. There was just a lot of farting. Gene Wilder played the guy that had the fastest hands. It was kind of fun to watch. What do you usually do for a headache? Do you take a Tylenol when you have a headache? I don't have, it's not a real bad headache. It's kind of like an ache nonetheless. I appreciate this person who's watching. I've seen a lot of zeros in my time. A lot of no people joining. So you're precious to me, whoever is joining. Yippee-i-o-ki-yay. I think it was Die Hard 2, or one of those. The terrorist was the same guy who played Professor Snape. Alan Rickman. Who else? What other movie was he in? He was in Galaxy Quest. That's in my playlist, my movie playlist. You'll find that in the description. My movie playlist has Galaxy Quest and also Twilight Zone the movie, which is a pretty good movie. Pretty good movie. Also some Sinbad movies. The Sinbad movies are really good. If you like movies. They say Tylenol, don't take too much Tylenol. The ibuprofen is poisonous. Some people, I think in the UK, they use blister packs for Tylenol because people would kill themselves with Tylenol. They put it in blister packs because it discouraged people from taking all the Tylenol. That was on Morbid Facts. So that's an interesting thing. They had put all the Tylenol into blister packs because people were downing a lot of Tylenol and it was killing them. So just also water can kill you. Did you hear? I was listening to the radio when that happened. A woman, they said, hold your wee for your wee. And the woman drank a lot of water and it caused her kidneys to fail or something like that. The woman drank so much water that it killed her. You can actually get water poisoning. So people didn't know that, I guess. I remember listening to that whole thing unfold on the radio. I forget, I think Opie and Anthony or one of those shows. They were doing that thing, hold your wee for your wee. And the woman wanted a Nintendo Wii and she just kept drinking water and it did her in. That's weird. The very thing that keeps us alive, the very thing that keeps us from dehydrating, that we actually do need. We do need water. And then there's, if you have too much of it, it could kill you. I think too much of just about anything. What other strange, bizarre events? What can you think of that has happened? Did you hear about that one guy who hated carolers? Christmas carolers? He was yelling at some carolers and a snowball. No, a hailstone. A hailstone came out of nowhere and hit him in the head and killed him. It's like, what are the odds? The odds of you're on your porch yelling at carolers and a big hailstone hits you in the head. I guess they say coconuts. People die of coconuts. coconuts falling out of trees and hitting people in the head. Also, hippopotamus attacks. They say a lot more people die of hippopotamus attacks. What other ways? What other ways could catch us off guard? One time it was called A Thousand Ways to Die. Have you ever seen that episode? It was on Spike TV. I don't know if it's still on there, but I always like watching that, A Thousand Ways to Die. These guys were in a yard playing with some swords. One guy electrocuted himself because he went to swing the sword and it hit a power line. Then there's Jangum or something like that. People get high off of the smell of poo. Some guys were inhaling from a septic tank, I guess, and that's how they died. Smoke inhalation is another way you could die. Forget the fire, just inhaling smoke can kill you. I remember watching videos about that in school. If ever there's a house on fire or a building on fire, get on your knees and crawl out, because all the smoke is going to be over your head. Some people take a cloth, they wet the cloth, and they breathe through the wet cloth, and I guess that'll filter out most of the toxins. What other survival tricks are there? Carrying something in your pocket, sometimes that stops bullets. I heard a story about Bob Marley's wife. Somebody tried to shoot her in the head, and the bullet was stopped by her dreadlocks. I don't know if that's true, but that was a pretty interesting story. Somebody tried to kill her tried to shoot her in the head, and her dreadlocks deflected the bullet. What are some other ways their lives have been saved? Pushing people out of the way. There are some touching stories about children, That's a bad way to say that. But what got me was this girl pushed some kids out of the way, and she wound up dying, but the two kids were saved because she pushed the kids out of the way. Another brother, a boy saved his sister from a dog attack. He wound up getting scarred up pretty good, but he saved his sister. He saved his sister from a dog attack. So it's stories like that that are kind of moving. It was a Canadian girl. I remember that. Yeah, a girl in Canada. She saw a car coming, and she pushed the other kids out of the way, and she wound up being struck by the car. That's like a superhero move. And they did a whole news thing about it. I think I can dig up that. I think I can find that video. I can put it on my community page. I got a lot of stuff on my community page. When you go to my channel, click on community, and you can scroll down. There's a video of a guy who was struck by a bolt of lightning that came up from the ground. I've heard about it, but I've never seen it until that video. A guy was walking down the street, or walking down a sidewalk. He was walking on a sidewalk, and a bolt of lightning came up from the ground and struck him. And he threw down his umbrella. And then there was another one where the guy was struck two times. He gets up and he walks, and that's how he was struck again. He was standing in just the right spot. It looked like security camera footage. The guy was walking on a sidewalk, and a bolt of lightning strikes him, and he falls down, and he gets up to walk. and then he takes a few steps, and he's struck again. So I guess if you get struck by lightning, stay where you are. As they say, lightning never strikes in the same place twice. What's another video on there? There's a woman singing with a wolf. Then there was a cat who saved a dog from a coyote. This coyote was about to kill this dog, and a black cat came out and saved the little dog. So yeah, you'll find that on my community page. You'll find it. You have to scroll down. Then there's Pookie Park. You got to watch that one. It's pretty funny and scary too. Come down to Pookie Park. So I guess it's getting close to dinner time. I've been doing this for 1 hour and 16 minutes. I can hear the microwave being activated. Yeah, right around now is when I eat dinner and then go to sleep. Hopefully my headache will be over with. I'll have to drink some more water. They say dehydration. There's a lot of symptoms of dehydration. One of them is confusion. Muscle aches. I know when I feel dehydrated, I get muscle aches. Let me know in the comments if you've ever been dehydrated. Sometimes a lot of people wind up in the emergency room because they've been dehydrated. They actually hydrate you through an IV. And I'm looking out the window again. Sup? How's it going? The stop motion kitten. I think I remember you. You've been here before. So now we have 2 people. One person has just been watching, and which I appreciate anyway. You know, even if there's no chatting going on. How have you been? Yes. So you caught me just in time. I'm still streaming. I'm talking about all my nice little links that I have. My links in the description. Check them out. If you have a pet, you can learn from Kingdom of Pets website. Kingdom of Pets. It's a dog training website. Not only dog training, pet care. So if you have a pet, you can learn a lot. There's some courses you can take, which is pretty cool. So that's what I'm doing. I'm talking about this, that, and the other thing, just random stuff. Talking about how people died. Recommend a character to make out of clay for my live. A character, it would have to be a unique character. It would have to be one that you created. People like animals, so if you created a dog or a cat or a bird. People like superheroes, so you could probably create a superhero. I can be any character. It could be any character. So you want a specific character? You could look up Mr. Bill. Mr. Bill was a character on SNL way back in the 70s. When SNL first came out, they had a character called Mr. Bill. And I don't know if you'd violate copyright, because they don't use Mr. Bill anymore. But you can think of a character like that. That'd be pretty funny. Gumby was another one. That was another character. And then Davy and Goliath. You remember watching Davy and Goliath? The dog would talk like this. It's creepy. I got an itchy nose all of a sudden. Maybe there we go. Every once in a while we get itchy noses. So I'm doing my show from indoors. It feels like 20 degrees out there. 20 degrees something for Star Wars or Halo. I don't know, Chewbacca comes to mind. That's the most known. And then Boba Fett. Boba Fett is another one that's most known. And then there's Gordo, the one who Han Solo shot. I think it's called Gordo, or whatever, that green character. So, yeah, Boba Fett. Very well known. You'll make a Boba Fett. And then research your copyright laws. You don't want to violate copyright. I guess the only way you could violate copyright is if you're taking money. If you're doing an exchange for... That's why I like using original characters. You know, if you can think up a character on your own, then it becomes your brand. It becomes your character. And then you can collect money. You know, if somebody wants to use it in a commercial or just in a video. Oh, it is? Okay. Well, there you go. Like Robot Chicken, you know. Robot Chicken uses a lot of stop motion. I think all their stuff. Oh, you have Foil Face? Foil. I made. Okay. Well, then I guess you're in the clear. You can create all you want. Create anything. We are the music makers and we are the dreamers of the dreams. That's what Willy Wonka said. Well, I'm glad I stayed on. I was able to catch... See the live if you want. Okay. You can post it to my community page. That's what I like people to do. If they make a video that they want me to see. Sometimes I think you can also put it in the comments. In the comments, you can put links in the comments. I think I've done that before. I've wanted people to check out my videos. That way I don't miss anything. And then you can just tell people to come to my community page. Say, check it out. Come see it. Come see it live. Something's being cooked in the microwave. I want to be there when it's done. So, oh, 4 likes. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm kind of getting an idea when to do the streams. Right now it's about 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which is probably 9 o'clock over in the UK. I haven't been getting many UK visitors lately. I got somebody from Denmark yesterday. So maybe that'll kick in again. So thank you all for coming to my stream. It's time for me to eat something. It's been a while since I've eaten. I've been doing all these streams trying to talk to people, get people happy, some provocative things. This particular show is for all ages, and I guess I'll let you know if it's for adults only. So, I guess I'll give time to say goodbye. If you want to say goodbye, then I'll close up shop, scoot the table out of the way so I can get to my bed. I'm kind of limited space here. I'm doing the best I can with the little space I have. So I'll see you tomorrow then. I'll look forward to chatting with you all. And I guess now is a good time as any. I've been hearing that microwave going, so there must be some good stuff. So I'll see you tomorrow. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.